Fall. Spring training winding down for 2023. That's a good scene from his team after 24 games of spring. Luis Garcia, yes, he'll be leading it off as well. Joey Menz.
Spring training this late in spring training is getting guys body clock.
The Space Cowboys. Luis Garcia facing, you got the 1-0 pitch. That's in there for a strike. 2022 through a career high 57 and a third innings. Easy tapper back to the mound. It's the bender in there. And Bregman will throw him out. As Jose Abreu. And Garcia is gone. Nick Smith caught up.
Nick Smith saw a changeup down in this. He's never really gotten consistent for a full-time role because he can do things like that. He's in New York.
It's that one into the hole, into right field, and that's.
Take a breath.
This is outside. It's 2 balls and no strikes. Foul back. It's 2-1. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Weather's been just perfect all through spring training. Here's a pitch. Organization share on the ground. A couple of hops. Donato, a bad night that he will catch. And here is Yordan Alvarez.
It's been about a month of games now. First look at Yordan Alvarez, and you know him.
Back and over, and Nicholas will make the catch. Every time he swings
the away, relies on soft contact. That's why he's had some.
What adjustments is he going to have to make?
Which is why he had so much success. But pitchers aren't those 2-strike sliders that he's going to get.
Out deep to left, and Alex into second. Jose Abreu.
A guy like Alex Bregman and ending up with an at-bat with a runner in scoring position.
Shoots that one the op. Misses down.
Edge he's not going to go for.
Well, in foul territory is Alex Call. Well, Luis Garcia gets the second inning started in there for striking the call for the first time. 1-2. That's just off the plate. Coming on is Chas McCormick. That glove will travel. It's 2-0. Padres. On the ground, couple of hops for Abreu. But they lost 92 games in 2021. They lost 100. It's
the 2019 World Series.
But you could take that same thought with a lot of different World Series.
Getting to free agency and leaving, there's not a second wave of prospects because you've leveraged them into deadline.
Minor league organizations, man, it just never seemed like the Astros ranked that highly. Playing right field today. Takes off the plate.
The right-handed sinker was a pitch that really gave him problems early in the year.
He's that guy that it's just his natural. I talked to him this winter about this. Is that it's just
that path works out towards right center field. It's why he has so much power in that.
Against righties. There's a swing and a miss and a strike. Gonna have a lot of fun this season as well. Tons of giveaways coming up this year. Jake playing his 13th game of the field, and that's hit well, but not well enough. Steps back and
hang up there in right field now. Outfield in spring training is the most difficult scenario that you'll face throughout. Always have a second and certainly not a third deck, so you have shadows and glare and out of Florida or Arizona. Nice for outfielders.
Couple of hops, and that'll retire the side. We go to Perez making his spring training debut today. Victor Robles steps in to lead off here. Not a lot of guys that are still in a Nationals uniform that have been around very long.
Second longest tenured, and he's kind of in a maker.
It's that single down into left center field. There's Luis Garcia batting for this. Garcia quickly on the ground to Abreu for one. The throw down and the tag.
Literally nowhere last year to establish himself as a middle-of-the-order hitter.
Culiacan, Mexico. Lays off. It's 2-2.
Hit third for the Mexican.
And Jake Myers is there. That'll retire the side. 2.5 in the book.
Ready to get going.
Hey, the challenges as a pitching coach with getting to work in the regular season, how big of a challenge has that been for you?
And the guys got the work they needed to go. It helped that.
Hey, Josh, when you're ramping these pitchers up and getting close to the regular season like we are now,
Yeah, you look to step up a little bit, so it's a progression. Look to add a little bit of volume in terms of times up and down. So that would be 6 innings, 80 to 90 pitch.
There's one away here in the
Training. It's always like inning totals from year to year. We go back to their minor league totals, and you don't want to increase it too much.
Delivery out of the windup now that he can't rock the baby. Is my understanding that he was notified vamped motion was going to look like, or is that just something that he just started throwing and it worked?
Something that was his signature move, and it's a shame he can't do that anymore. It seemed to be like an iconic delivery.
Yesterday, precautionary reasons with his, I guess it was his lower back tightened up a little bit.
Works a good 2-strike at bat here. That's another good.
And the warning track.
Wind held that one up.
Yep. You're there in Florida, that's for sure. Blew that one back in a little bit, but still concerned. You tried. Is this a situation where I know you guys have an idea and a plan what you're going to do, but
it can be challenging sometimes, especially this year with guys pitching for different countries in the WBC. Didn't know when we were going to get him. Javier kind of naturally fit into that spot after Framber. There's still a little bit of leeway. Highlight tea time. It's been challenging at the start for the guys to get used to it. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it was night and day when we played the exhibition.
Minutes to right field. Hey, Josh Miller, the day off today. They'll be back with you coming up on Friday. Hey, solo home run. 2 outs in the first.
Also affects the catchers. Martin Maldonado was on base to end.
Moving parts and a lot of different things to look at, not just during the game, but between innings this season.
Ends the inning on base that we're going to take a little bit
on in left, and that one into right. Down for a hit in front of Chas McCormick. Game on Friday night here in this opening series. A week. Here's a pitch, and that one ripped foul. Fought that one off. Oh, hit it. The big leagues. Here's a throw down, and he's in there. Hard to make adjustments at that level.
And is forced a little bit, and that was the case with Luis Garcia.
That's in there for a strike. It's 1-1 strike to Alex Cole. Luis pitching for Team Venezuela. The Leaf performances in Astros history, of course, in that Game 3 at Seattle.
Hey, Luis is a guy who's
3-2 pitch. Just missed outside. There's 2 for it. C.J. Abrams takes inside. It's 1-0. See, they're 25 and 26 years old. There's a ground ball, and outstanding